Hi folks, on a previous video I featured an AA powered flashlight by ThruNite, and on that video I waffled on about how it was difficult to get hold of a premium quality, decent quality AA powered flashlight. I'm not going to repeat myself. I mean, have a look at that video if you want to catch up on what I was actually saying about it, and in particular the types of batteries that I would recommend that you use. That being said, there are decent quality and high performance AA powered flashlights available, and this is probably one of your better ones, the Nitecore EA81. Nitecore, I believe they state that this is the highest powered AA flashlight available on the market. I believe that it is at 2150 lumens, powered by 8 AA batteries, accessible by simply unscrewing the tail cap. The build quality is absolutely excellent. I mean, this, just the tail cap alone, when you take it off you can see the gold platings on there, the little pins to make sure that we don't put the tail cap on in the wrong position, and when we put the tail cap back on it will flash there just to tell us the state of the batteries. The operation is pretty simple. We've got a one click on and a one click off. It will remember its last mode, and this other top button here, this cycles through our modes. We've also got a secondary function on this top button, and if I hold it for longer than 2 seconds it will go into its various blinky modes. You've got strobe, SOS and beacon, so it's pretty easy to operate. Now in terms of its output, we've got the turbo mode listed as 2150 lumens. That's pretty outstanding for an AA powered flashlight for 1 hour 45 minutes with a throw distance of 462 meters. High mode's 1200, 2 hours 30, medium 467 hours, and so forth. As with all premium quality torches, the Nitecore impact resistant and waterproof. Taking another look at the reflector, we can see we've got a very nice deep and large orange peel type reflector. I mean, I've used this light so I know what type of beam profile it puts out. It puts out a very balanced beam. It's not a thrower, it's not a flooder, it's very, very balanced. The only slight criticism that I'll mention, and this is not of Nitecore, it's got a Cree XHP, put my teeth back in, a Cree XHP 50 down there, and that type of LED tends to have a little donut in the middle of the spot. It doesn't bother me, I don't notice it most of the time. That hasn't anything to do with Nitecore, that's to do with that particular type of LED, and the orange peel reflector will go some way towards mitigating and hiding that. So as I say, that doesn't, it really doesn't bother me, but I'll mention it just in case anybody looks at it and thinks that it's a flaw. The specs itself, yeah, I think we've covered most of this, haven't we? 5 brightness levels. Yeah. You can have a look at it, but I think we've covered most of that. Let's take it out and see what it can do. Hi folks, we're out with the Nitecore. I'm not showing the ultra low, that's only 1 lumen, you're not going to see that. So I'm on its lowest mode, and as you can see it's putting out a respectable amount of light, close range. If I pop it up to medium, that's a lot more impressive. Bear in mind the run times, depending on the batteries that you're using, are really, really impressive with this, and that might just go out, that's going out to 100 meters there. Pop him up to high, and that's getting a lot more impressive now. I mean, I'm certainly not short of light at that particular power setting. That's 1200 lumens. And I do say this in a lot of videos, it's not all about the lumens, it's how well the flashlight uses them, and this rather large deep orange peel type reflector is throwing out a very, very nice balanced beam. It's not a flooder, it's not a thrower, it's the beam profile that's probably my favourite, which is a really balanced type beam. And out to 100 metres on its high mode there, you can see that's easily reaching out to 100 metres and lighting that up really easily. Moving down that path, let's go up to turbo. Nice step up in power there. We're on 2150 lumens now. I think the high's enough, to be honest with you. I mean, let's just cycle through again. That's our high mode. That is cutting well down that path. And turbo. Let's put some distance on it. All this here, by the way, it's absolutely freezing cold tonight, chap, freezing cold. So let's cycle through medium, high. Beg your pardon, I got that wrong. There we are, that's our turbo. Let me cycle through again and get it right. That's our medium. 100 yards. High. Turbo. There's a significant jump on the turbo. The large lens is really making the most of that, and as we increase the distance, and you can probably see it's getting a bit foggy, so we're not really going to see a proper distance test on that, but we're going out to 150 meters there, and it is doing it. It would be showing a lot better on the camera if it wasn't for all this mist. It's absolutely freezing cold, and with that it's a bit difficult to comment on how well the Nitecore is handling the heat, because I've been on turbo mode prior to filming this for some time, and it's just not heating up. But it is that cold tonight, that may be affecting it, so I would expect it to get a little bit hotter with extended use, particularly on turbo. But as mentioned earlier on, it does have an inbuilt temperature control module, so it will step itself down. But I don't think it's going to be fair on me tonight to try and time it, given how cold it is. But as you can see, absolutely fantastic light. I'm certainly not short of output, you know, with such a fantastic balanced beam from an AA powered flashlight, and depending on the batteries that you've got, so it's really decent runtime. So I'd thoroughly recommend this torch to anybody who wants a premium, what did Nitecore say on the side, ultra intensity searchlight. Yeah, it probably is, isn't it? Okay folks, I'll catch you on the next one.